Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you caught me in an old video. So my name is Elizabeth. I'm a second year MSW student. I'm getting my master's degree in social work. So I wanted to share a few tips and things that I wish I knew before I started graduate school. My undergraduate degree is in criminal justice. I came into social work completely blind. So hopefully some of the things that I've painstakingly learned can help you out, especially if you haven't started the program yet. Maybe put these things into practice like a month before. Hopefully you're seeing this before you started your program so that you can really take it in, absorb it, and start your grad school journey off a lot easier and a lot smoother than the way I started mine off. The first thing that I really and truly wish I knew before I started graduate school is that I'm capable and you're capable. You've already applied for this program and you've gotten in. That panel of professors, the director of the school, they've already seen that you are worthy of this program and you are meant to be there. So you are capable of this workload, you're capable of getting this degree, and you're capable of entering this profession. I think so many people have this imposter syndrome that hits, or this feeling of like, I don't know the foundational knowledge, I'm not good enough, maybe my undergraduate degree is not in the same thing I'm getting my master's in, so I feel unprepared or underprepared. Maybe you got your undergraduate degree, you went off, you started a family and raised kids, or you worked in a different field. Now you're coming back to get your master's degree and you just feeling like maybe you missed your mark, maybe you missed your time, maybe you aren't ready for this, or whatever the case may be. You have gotten into the program, you are capable. That is the first thing that I really, really, really wish that I had in my heart before I started the first day, because I think the whole first month of the program, I was like, I have to drop out. This isn't for me. I'm not capable. All of these peers that I have in my cohort are all smarter than me. They understand the foundational knowledge. Like half of them have their undergraduate in social work and came straight from social work undergrad into, look, I'm getting so worked up thinking about it, I can't even get my words out. But I think that's the first thing that I really wish that I truly held in my heart. And if you've got to say an affirmation every day to remind yourself that you're capable, do it, because I promise you are. To follow that up, I think it's really important that you put self-care and any new habits that you want to start. If you want to go to the gym 3 days a week, if you want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, if you want to have a self-care spa night and take a bath every Saturday evening, you've really got to put those practices in place like a month before grad school starts, so that by the time school starts, it's a habit for you. You don't want to put self-care on the back burner, because if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not eating right, if you are not happy with the lifestyle that you're living, and you are only focused on grad school and your academic success, that academic success is going to slip. You've really got to put yourself first and let the academics follow. I wish that I had had a foolproof self-care plan worked out before I started grad school, because very quickly you will get burnt out, especially if you are also going into social work. A lot of the classes are really heavy topics. It's okay if you need to go to the gym, or you need to take a nap, or you need to take a bath, whatever it is, but you need to have that already as a habit so that you don't get burnt out, you don't hear these heavy topics and not take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first and let your academics follow. 110%. I will stand by that forever. Another thing that you should start before the first day is planning. If you're not a planner person, I've been a planner person for years. I do it on paper, I do it hourly, I do it appointment style. I'm gonna do a whole video on planning efficiently and effectively, so we'll come back to that another day. But make sure that you start planning ahead of time, again, a few weeks, a month in advance, Start planning your everyday activity. That way, planning is a habit and you're a more organized person by the time grad school starts. Don't make grad school any harder than it has to be. Everyone is going to come into grad school like with these preconceived notions. They've heard other people say grad school is so hard, it's so time consuming, it consumes your whole life, like everything is going to be so difficult, you're not going to have time for anything. Yes, grad school is going to be hard. It's going to challenge the way you think. You're going to have to conceptualize ideas in a whole different manner, especially with social work. It's really hard. You can't say that like if you have a client with this, these risk factors and this diagnosis, and then you're always going to approach it like this. Everyone has different lived experiences. No client is the same as another, and not everything is going to work for every person. So you have to like load your toolkit with arsenal that can, you have to be able to conceptualize these ideas and understand these people so that you can help them. So grad school is going to be challenging. It's going to completely change the way that you think. It is time consuming. There is a huge workload, but don't make it harder than it has to be. If you wake up every morning with a certain percentage that you have to give that day. And if you only have 30% to give, only give 100% of that 30%. Does that make sense? Like, this paper is worth 10% of my overall grade. And I'm up every night for 3 days straight trying to work on this paper. I can't grasp the concept. I'm having a really tough time. I'm editing and over editing and revising, and I'm going back and changing things, and I'm worried and I'm stressed. It's 10% of your grade, so give it 10% of your effort. The research paper at the end of the semester is worth 50% of your grade. You better put 50% of the effort into that and let that little 10% project, like, edit it once and turn it in. I promise your 80 on that 10% graded paper is not gonna fail you. You're gonna pass. You're gonna be okay. Focus on the big things first. Another thing with don't make it harder than it has to be is like, you see all these videos where girls are writing every single word down in their aesthetic notebooks, and they're planning on their iPads and they're writing all these notes and things. And if that doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Don't do it because that's what everyone else is doing. Don't make it harder on yourself than it has to be. If your class provides you with the PowerPoint and Canvas, download that PowerPoint the night before. Take notes on the PowerPoint slide. Biggest thing, I wish I'd have known earlier. Type what you need in the PowerPoint. If your teacher is just gonna read what's on the slide and you just need to know what's on the slide, you have nothing else to type. You can sit back and listen to the questions that your peers are asking and absorb content and conceptualize ideas by actively listening to your peers, actively listening to the ad-libs and the little stories and little things that the professor is adding in, and take notes on the things that they're saying that's not in the PowerPoint slides. I wish I had known this earlier, because the whole first semester I was typing every single word that was said in class, and I was too busy taking notes that I wasn't thinking, I wasn't actively listening. And in grad school, you've got to be able to conceptualize the idea by active listening. Undergrad is for memorizing, grad school is for understanding. Biggest thing, I wish I'd have known earlier. That really goes along with the next one, which is you're gonna get out of school what you put into it. Again, you've got to actively listen to your peers and to your professors, do your best on your assignments, give it that 10% if it's worth 10% of the grade. In that way, you're prepared when you get out of school, because this is not just getting a degree. This is getting, 9 times out of 10, you've got like I think most programs have like a competency exam at the end or something like that, or a licensure exam, certification exam, something that you are preparing for. So if you are skating your way through and you don't care about any of your classes or anything that you're learning, you're gonna fail your licensure. You're gonna fail your certification, whatever big exam you got to take. You are going to enter the workforce and not be prepared unless you have actively paid attention and actively listened in class. So give it all that you've got. If you don't have 100%, you've only got 50% that day, give it 50%. But show up ready tomorrow. You're gonna get out of it what you put into it. I mentioned cohorts a little bit earlier, and I think that's something that I also wasn't prepared for. Your cohort is gonna be like a built-in group of best friends. Like, grad school friendships are so important. I really encourage you to cherish these friendships and nurture these friendships, because no one else knows what you're going through like these people. They're going through the same classes, the same assignments at the same time. Like, hold space for each other and care for each other and spend time with each other. Allow each other to rant and rave and edit each other's paper and hold study sessions. Like, these are your people. These are your peers. You're gonna graduate at the same time, pass your licensures, and go off into the workforce. And what a great networking opportunity to go into the workforce with 20 best friends that you can call up at a moment's notice. Like, hey, I've got this client. I don't know what to do with them. Nothing in my tool belt is working. What's in your tool belt? How can you help me with this client? I think that that's amazing that this program is set up this way. And I hope that you make friends with your classmates. Not all of them. You don't have to be friends with all of them, but if you've got that good group of girlfriends or guy friends or whoever, you know, like, get that group that you can count on and be there for one another. A little bit more like MSW specific, but I wish I would have really understood that my professors, most of them in my program, previously were clinicians. They are now professors, and so they are really like, they look at it as molding the next group of their colleagues. Like, they truly want what's best for you because they want this field to succeed. The other thing is, like, I've had adjunct professors who are clinicians on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they teach me on Tuesday and Thursday. So they have these lived experiences that I can learn from and I can grow through. They truly want the best for you. And when they say that their office door is open, here's my office hours, go to them. 110%, they really and truly want the best for you because they want the best for their profession. And again, specifically for social work, like, they want the best for the clients. They want these injustices and these hardships and these, you know, all these things that impact our clients. Like, they want these things fixed just as much as you do. So really learn from them and take what they're saying to heart, because they are molding their next colleagues. They really, really want what's best for you. I was gonna say that that's it, but I guess I wanna add on that I wish I understood what field placement is and how important it is. Like I said, you'll be seeing actual clients 9 times out of 10, depending on your placement. But you're gonna be seeing actual clients, and like, how important that is to have a supervisor, have an LCSW that you're working under that you can go to with questions, and you really are working with clients. Like, I don't know how to emphasize that, but number one, such a great learning opportunity before you're just put out into the field. You know, you're gonna go to the field with all these, you know, the professional field with all these great experiences and all this great knowledge, but also just understanding the impact of these, you've got clients now, you've got a caseload, and doing the best that you can do for them to not only help yourself and increase your knowledge, but like doing the best for your client. I had no idea that field placement was a part of the MSW program. I mean, I really went into this blind. And so when I got my first field placement, I kind of froze at the idea of like, what if I say the wrong thing and I ruin their day? This is a learning opportunity. You've got someone there to help you. Like, go to them with your questions, because this is the time to ask questions. So hopefully some of that helped you out. Some of it resonated with you. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better, maybe not as nervous or apprehensive about graduate school. If you're starting this fall, I really and truly wish you the best. I'm gonna have more videos coming about planning and organizing and studying and all those great things, because I have really went through it, and I've learned and I now know, and so I want to pass that knowledge on to you all. I want to thank you for watching this video, and subscribe and stick around if any of that stuff sounds interesting to you, or anything that I have coming in the future you might want to look forward to. So I'll see you guys in the next one.